Greg Oden leans on his NBA experience to advise future stars. Watch live. Greg Oden doesn't have much information to relay to Zion Williamson regarding draft night. Despite being the I remember mainly being the first one to go and do interviews and then being the last one to leave, Oden told the crossover. When my name was called, there might not be a treasure trove of anecdotes Oden can relay from draft night. Yet once, few players entered the NBA with more fanfare than Oden over the last 20 years. LeBron certainly. Williamson is a little bit different, he's on TV and they're showing and on the bench, Oden said. So the attention is. Williamson enters a franchise situated closely to what Oden experienced when he played his first season in Portland. The Blazers won. Zion's got some talented people around him, so the attention shouldn't be too intense, Oden said. Oden hasn't spoken with Williamson in the lead-up to the draft, but the former Blazer has doled out considerable advice to some of the league's future stars over the past few years. Oden took his NBA. The foray into coaching has lent Oden a scout's eye. The league's history, I would say, the kids today can really do it all, Oden said. When I was in the top, injuries limited Oden's career to just 105 career games across 3 seasons. A final run with related slideshow ranking the top 50 NBA draft prospects provided by Yard Barker A.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.